Here we are. Good morning. Good morning, Joe. Empty seat. Here I am now. Busy making my coffee. Let me give you a like here. Let me see if I can do a like here. Yes. There we go. Now, hopefully, the sound is better than in the past. I have a new microphone, so it should be better. The sound should be better than in the past, even if it's just marginally better. It should be better. And actually, I have this receiver that's plugged into the phone, and you're getting ready for the big trip. Awesome. Um, I got a microphone from my friend Teddy in Vietnam. He gave me it was two microphones and a receiver. The only thing was that uh, I'm not sure about the receiver, whether it's working or not. And so, I just thought, oh, I'm going to look into this. And so I got myself another microphone, like the exact same kind, but without any sort of branding on it. His had branding on it. This doesn't have branding on it. So they send it to me. I get my receiver, the little receiver. It's plugged into the phone right now. And I have the mic that's on me, and I have another one. So if I'm sitting with somebody, we can mic up, and then they will be able to speak, and people should be able to hear them. The only thing is that the receiver, it has a little thing, a little plug where you can charge it up. The receiver, however, the charging port is too small for the cable. So you put the cable in and the cable won't go all the way in, so it won't charge. Now, I don't know if the phone charges the receiver or what happens, or I'm not really sure. But so what I did was I told the place that I got this from, I said, hey, listen, this receiver is not good. They said, listen, we'll just send you another one. You'll get one microphone and we'll send you another receiver. It'll work with it. So now I have three microphones. Long story short, I have three microphones and two receivers, but one receiver hopefully that's good. And then I have it in my box here. I have all my audio stuff right in this box here, even though it's a lot of audio stuff. And yeah, I have this thing. See, this is the receiver. So now I have the microphone. Hopefully the sound is better or as good. I don't know. Thank you very much, Joe, for your contribution, your donation. I appreciate it. Good morning, everybody. I am Scott, in case you don't know, and I'm an American in Bangkok. I'm in my 30th year here now. 2 more years, and I'll have been here half of my life, which is hard to fathom. But before I get into everything I'm going to talk about today, the dollar is 33.67 to the baht, which is pretty good. Air quality is 52, which is not good. It's moderate. The temperature is 83, high of 91, low of 79, and the feel like temperature is 84. There's 77% humidity right now, and a 60% chance of rain. There are heavy rain warnings for Bangkok and for other uh, parts of the country. Wind gusts in Bangkok up to 19 kilometers, which that's pretty windy. Well, I'll just say that. You know, you got to be used to this weather. And, people go, oh, yeah, you're used to the heat now. No, I'm not used to the heat. You never get used to the heat. I always sweat. I always feel the heat. That's not how it works. You just stop bitching about it. You become more accustomed to it. And then it's not such a big deal. That's the only thing that happens. It's not like I don't sweat, I'm not hot. You know, that still happens. So, and I think it was two quarters Korean, Mr. Two Quarters Korean, who said, the thing is, I don't like to walk a lot because you get sweat down your back, sweat down your ass. And it's just, you go into the mall and you got sweat running down your ass. It just doesn't look good. So that's why you take a taxi, not because you're lazy to walk. I know him, and he's not lazy to walk, and neither am I. But, when you're drenched in sweat and you got sweat going down your back and sweat going down your ass, that's just not, uh, yeah, that's just not how I want to walk into the mall. I have my little double espresso here. I'm in the office now. Um, it's not only in Thailand. A lot of places use ice in beer, just not like in America, you know. But that's the thing. Uh, in the United States, uh, not many people think to themselves, "Oh, I'm going to have to put some. I'm going to have to put some ice in the beer." But in Thailand and Laos and other places in uh, Southeast Asia, uh, a lot of people use ice in the beer. And to me, it's like, listen, as long as you're drinking your beer, it doesn't water it down, and it's fine. Koreans put ice in their beer. Um, Vietnamese put ice in their beer. So some places do, some places don't. Now, when I was in Vietnam it's been now, I came back 11 days ago. So we went to what was this place called? Sun World French Village. And they gave us all the free beer. There was no ice in the beer. Now, if I had asked them for ice, they could have provided it. But no one asked because the beer was cold and we were drinking it fairly quickly. What do you want, Sid? So the wife is gone now. She's away in training, and so that means I'm here left with the cats and the kids. Which the kids, I don't, whatever, they take care of themselves. But the cats, hopefully the kids will take care of them because they're not my favorite to take care of. Sid, let's see if he'll come here. Yeah, here he comes. He's pretty good about it. Nancy, the other cat, is not very good. Come here. Come here. I mean, I like him and I like her, but sometimes when they're running around the apartment, knocking over things, and I'll be sitting there, and the next thing you know, they run and they hit me, and then it's like, come here. Here we go. There we go. Don't bite. Hey, see? Look at yourself. There you are. Can you see yourself? Do you know that? Huh? See? Love bite. All right. You made your presence known here. Get out of here. All right, so everybody can hear me okay? Is that correct? Well, that's funny because we have one. We have a Siamese cat. Nancy the Siamese cat. He's out there ripping apart my sofa. My $1,200 sofa. He's out there ripping it apart. And my wife is like, if we move, you just have to give that sofa away. I'm like, give it away for what? It's perfectly okay. You just give it a wash and it's great. He can't rip it apart because of the material. But anyway, I don't know if Nancy will come over here, but she doesn't come as easily as he does. I call him, he comes. Nancy won't come unless she wants to go to you. So, anyway, today we're going to talk about some news. I got a couple of news articles. We're going to talk about a few things, and so oh God. Well, I have a Siamese cat with yellow eyes, not blue eyes. We're going to talk a little bit about women, but we're also going to talk about the news, and I have a little story to tell at the end, which has to do with women. But I wanted to read this message that I got from this guy. I don't even know when it was. Oh, it was 2016. So it's been 8 years now. It was October of 2016. Okay. This guy's name was the One Man Army. Scott Mallon. Hey, Scott, please answer my question. I went first time Pattaya. Second day, I went to Go-Go Bar. Got this sexy, young, super sweet girl. They're all sweet in the beginning, really. If they stay sweet for the rest of their lives, then that's a great thing. But most of the time, most women are not sweet all of the time. Just like you are not pleasant and happy, and every once in a while you get into a little bit of a mood, and that's how they are. First night paid 1,500 baht bar fine because after midnight 1,000 they told me, and paid a girl 3,000 baht a day only for first 2 nights. I paid bar fine. After that, she took 7 days off work, but I had to give her 3,000 baht a day. So she's probably paying her own bar fine, taking the money if she wants to keep the job. And then she's just keeping the leftover money for herself, which if it's only 500 baht or 1,000 baht, then she takes that out of that money, make sure she's paid up. She takes time off. She gets money from you. Boom, she's in the black. But I had to give her 3,000 baht a day. I bought her food, a couple of cheap dresses, some drinks. Should I even buy her any gift? Not really. Your first time in Pattaya, and on the second day there, you pull a chick and you take her. You're going to take her and we're going to go everywhere together. I mean, not the brightest move, but whatever. All right, so yeah, but I wouldn't have bought her a gift right away for sure. Anyway, did I pay too much? And am I a sucker for doing this? Now she wants to stay friends. Facebook and talk and text to me every day and night while working and after work, and she says she have feelings for me. It's time to block her. It's time to block her on Facebook, block her online, block her wherever she is, and just go, or you just tell her, no, I'm not interested in anything. And if she doesn't back off, then you block her. But really, I mean, okay, maybe you need her for a bit of fun once in a while. Maybe you need her because she's got some friends. Maybe she won't be upset if you're with some of her friends. Kind of doubtful. Um. Anyway, well, working on chef. I really like her. Had the greatest time of my life. That's easy to do in Thailand. I still want to see her next time I come, but what should my mentality be about all this? Should I just go with the flow and have fun and that's it? Much appreciate your advice. Uh, this kind of shit gives me a headache because I'll tell you why. First of all, 3,000 baht a day is about $100 a day. I'm sorry, but if you're going to take her for a week, you're going to have to give her a little less. I mean, and even this is 8 years ago. I mean, if you had given her 2,000 baht, she probably would have taken it. You say, I'll give you 15,000 baht for 7 days. Okay. If she takes it, then you just saved yourself 6,000 baht. First of all, why are you taking her for 7 days? I don't understand it. Even if she was, uh, how can I say, she was pleasurable. Even if she was a fun girl, perhaps you should have just like been with her 1 or 2 nights and then said, "Okay, see you later." Because then you're not, now you're in this situation. Oh my God, I really like her. You like her, you known her a week. You liked her after the first day. You liked her on the second day. Actually, it said you for the first of 2 nights I paid both. Okay, so you took 2 nights and then she took 7 days off. So you were with her for 9 days. You bought her cheap dresses and drinks and food. It sounds to me like she like was with you every minute of the day, all the time. I mean, I understand about the rule of you don't keep them for more than 2 days or something like that. I understand that kind of stuff. I don't always believe in it, but this guy is new to Pattaya. There's so much to see in Pattaya, and not only that, I contemplated changing this video from just doing the news, which, okay, I'm gonna do it because there's some news stories. I didn't think there was that much out there, and then I started looking, and I went, okay, there are some news stories out there that are important. But I was gonna do the stream on how how to find a good Thai woman, and really, it's no different than any other kind of woman, except maybe the procedure of locking them down. Like getting them as your girlfriend or as your wife or whatever it might be. But the thing is this guy doesn't want that. So if you don't want that, then why are you going to go with one girl and you're going to be like, I really like her? I mean, why do you give of yourself so easily? I don't understand it, to be honest. All right, well, let me see something here. What's going on here? Okay. All right. Um, I have no idea. I have no idea why in hell after like 2 nights you're like, I really like her. I want to go away with her for a week. We're gonna travel around. We're gonna stay in Bangkok. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go there. And I really, I want to stay in Pattaya for 3 days. Then we'll go down to we'll go over to Koh Samet or Koh Chang or somewhere like that. Why would you do that? And I wish the guy was here. This is 8 years ago, so 9 years ago. So I don't think he's still around, and I don't remember the guy. I don't remember him by his name or by anything else. So there's not much I can really do to back this up. But you know, I understand you want to like maybe you take her home, you have a great time, you really like her, and then you go to get something to eat at the mall, and she just happens to be walking by, and she sees a little dress she likes, and it's only 299 baht. You're like, wow, that's only like $9.50. Maybe I'll get it for her. Oh, look at that gold over there. Well, that gold's only 43,000 baht for 1 baht of gold weight. Wow. Now, see, I don't know if you heard that. Is that you, Alex or Nikki? No, it's the cat. The cats run around and then, and then they start moving stuff around. Well, I don't know if he's not around or if he's around, but I don't remember seeing him for a while. I don't know. I could probably let me see something here. I'm gonna do a little something, something. Let's see here. And I'm asking again. Can everybody hear me clearly? Is the sound better than it has been, or what's the deal? Okay. Well. Filters. There we go. Yeah, well, I don't know if he's changed his thing or not, but it doesn't look like he's around. There's a lot of one man armies, but um, I don't know that it's him. Anyway, um, yeah, so I'm not going to be able to help this guy. However, I just thought that it was interesting to read that out. Because this just goes to show you this guy. I mean, I don't think that. Oh well, is this guy a dummy? Is he a chowderhead? Is he? No, it's not that I think that. I don't really. I don't go out and think to myself, oh, I really need to call some guy a chowderhead today. It's not even that. It's that I think about, okay, you want a girl for fun. You want to go out. Maybe you want to have a couple drinks, and you want a companion. You want to go out and you both drinking tequila, you're getting wasted. Your friend's got a girl, you're all getting wasted together, you're having a good time. You go back, you bang it out, and then you're laying there whispering sweet nothings to each other. And then, like in the course of 2 days, you're like, oh, I really like her. And this is what I would say. Listen to me, please. If you're going to take a chick, you can take her once. You can take her twice. You can even take her 3 times. However, and you can take her longer than that if you want. However, what I would say is you have to be strong enough and have the ability to say no, have the ability to turn her away and say, man, she was good. But you know what? I've taken her 2 nights in a row. And I don't know, if I keep sleeping with her, I might start forming some attachment with her. And you just go, I got things to do with my boys. Sorry. I'll see you when I see you. That's what you do. If you want to find a good girl, I'm already sweating. You want to find yourself a good girl. I'm just going to make it real quick. I don't want to talk about this in length because we got to get to the news. It's not that difficult. Is the girl good for you? Does she take care of herself? Has she got her own job? Does she make her own money? I mean, let's face it. Some guys come here and, they decide, okay, well, I want to get myself a girlfriend. And before you know it, the girl's like, can we get married? And he's kind of like, well, yeah, I guess I would like to get married. And he's contemplating marriage. Well, if you're going to contemplate marriage, if she's young enough, she may want to have kids. Then you got to think to yourself, okay, now what? I got kids. And that's what happened to me. I mean, I made a couple mistakes, but believe me, I made a couple mistakes, and then after that, it was like, no. I mean, and I don't want to sound like I'm a hard ass and I'm hard with all the girls, or I was so hard with them and I was just a prick. No, not at all. I would just be like, no, I think it's good you leave now. Oh, well, you don't want me to stay? Well, I have some things to do. I'm sorry. Bye. I'll see you later, sweetie. And that's it. You don't have to be a jerk, right? And they leave. So that's your girl for fun. You want to be with a chick who's for more than fun. Probably, if she's a really good girl, she may want to wait to jump in the sack with you. She may want to, I don't know, maybe it's 2 nights, maybe it's 2 weeks, who knows? But she might want to wait a little bit. But the thing is if you get into a position to where things change in your life and your situation changes. Let's say, like when I first came here, I had this is in the 90s, but I had about, God, I don't know how much it was. It was about, what's 50 times, so 62,000 baht a month, which was a fair bit back then. It wasn't huge, but I was comfortable. And then, after a year and a half, my situation changed. That money wasn't coming in as regularly, and the guy was having problems paying me. And then it was like, he just called me up and said, I just can't pay you anymore. I said, well, you got to make me one more payment. That way it gives me a little time to, get my act together. And I wanted to go back, and I wanted to put a beating on him. I thought, I'm going to throw this guy a beating because he's not going to pay me my money. And I just thought about it. I thought, that's not the smartest move. That's really stupid. And then I thought, and plus I'm going to pay money to go there. Then I'm going to pay money to come back if I do get back. And then I might go to jail. And I started thinking, that's really stupid. So I didn't do that. He did pay me the 1 month. And then after that, things changed. And, that was where, the life of going out whenever you want, doing whatever you want, partying as much as you want, going all over the country, uh, nailing chicks whenever you want. Just, hey, tonight, you want to take me home? Sure, let's go, honey. All right. That changed because then I had to figure out how to make some money and how was I going to deal with things. And that was the most important thing, and that is and should be your own life should be your priority, not this chick. Oh my God, she's so beautiful. She's so sweet. Oh God. And when guys, I really hate it when guys are like, my sweet girlfriend, my beautiful girlfriend, my this, my that. Listen, she's your girlfriend because you saw good qualities in her. But you don't have to go about spewing all these adjectives about her. Like, if the girl was to say, "Oh, my boyfriend, he's so wonderful. He's the best. Oh my God, he's so handsome. Oh, he's this. Oh, people be all right. Enough already. Shut up. I mean, after a while, it's too much. Oh, I really love my girlfriend. She's so sweet. Okay, end of story. You've already said it. You don't need to say it all the time. You know, and you just think about yourself and your own life and how you guys are going to incorporate together. And then things should start happening for you if they're meant to be, if things are good. If they're not good, well, you'll know it pretty soon. So, anyway, we'll talk about that more probably on Tuesday. We'll talk about it a little bit more, but I want to talk a little bit about the news and what's happening in the news. What is the deal here? Oh, this is the Straits Times, which, let me see here. They've got an advertisement. Okay, it came down. Thailand's traveling tax to start with air travel from mid 2025. They've been talking about this 300 baht. They call it a traveling tax now. It's been renamed from the landing fee to traveling tax, which to me is, it's just another money grab by the government. It doesn't have to be the Thai government, the U.S. government, wherever it is. But here, this particular tax, I think it's kind of ridiculous. Because I don't think what you're going to get for it is worth it. And I'm not talking about, okay, well, it's $9 and some change, or $9, whatever it is. And you get, let's see here, it's 300 baht for people coming by air and 150 baht for people arriving by land. And supposedly it will support the improvement of tourist attractions, including building facilities for the disabled and toilets for tourists. So I don't understand where's all the money going right now, but okay. So they need it for that, whatever. I mean, sometimes you have to pay for stuff. And I don't think it's right, but okay. Now, here it is. The ministry, what is it? The ministry of what? I don't know here. Let's see. Ministry, Tourism and Sports Ministry. Um, They are working on an application to be used to collect this 300 baht, which will be linked to the system of Krung Thai Bank. The current insurance coverage amount will remain the same, which is no more than 60 baht from the 300 baht per person traveling tax. Insurance payout in case of death is set at 1 million baht and a maximum of 500,000 baht for injuries. The amount is on top of the insurance that foreign tourists buy themselves. Now, originally, if you remember, they said this is an emergency fee. This fee is to be used for emergencies for the when people need to go into the hospital. And that was like, how are they going to do that? Well, they're not doing it. That's how they're doing it. So, it doesn't surprise me that this money doesn't go towards anything. It goes towards, if you die, okay, well, guess what? I'm not getting anything. I mean, it's only 300 baht, but, the more that you say it's only this much. Oh, now the milk in Thailand is 100 baht. Well, it was only 79 baht 3 years ago. So it's went up 20%. That's like 6-7% every year. It's gone up in price. So, if it's gone up, say 20% in 3 years, who's to say it won't go up 40% in 6 years? I mean, I'm not sure, but, met a lady working in LK Metro in September who wanted to take me to Chiang Mai for Loy Krathong. So tempting to accept that she liked an average looking pudgy guy like me. I heard 60 baht is going to cover hospital bill. Yeah, well, that's what I thought originally, but I don't think that that's what's going to happen. It says right here, insurance coverage will remain the same, which is no more than 60 baht from the 300 baht per person traveling tax. Insurance payout. Now, maybe it is. I don't know. But they're not saying anything about that because either they don't know anything about it because the ministry is not saying anything, or it isn't there anymore. The amount is on top of the insurance that foreign tourists buy themselves. The insurance is under the new travel tax will cover a stay in Thailand for no more than 30 days, which is applicable to around 87% of foreign arrivals. He added after that first phase, the cabinet may consider adjusting the tax for arrivals via land and sea channels to the same rate for air travelers to avoid accusations of unequal treatment. Okay, whatever. Yeah, it won't be levied on cross-border merchants who can just show their border pass. It would be good if they used it for emergencies where foreigners uh, didn't have any insurance. I'm not sure that this does cover that. So, in other words, if you get injured and you have a broken leg or something like that, the maximum is 500,000 baht that you'll be covered. Okay, and that's in 30 days. So I guess they do give you the insurance for injuries. I'm sure it's certain injuries. So in other words, you can't come over here and go, "Oh, I got a heart attack," or I've got a brain aneurysm now. So somebody finds that out, you collapse, and somebody goes, "Oh, he's got a brain aneurysm," and this insurance is going to cover it. I don't think it will. So that's something to remember. I mean, it's only 300 baht. To me, it's not that much. I don't think it's that much, and I don't think it's really that big of a deal. However, they're always doing this. They nickel and dime you to death. That's what they do. Good morning, Dowlo. That's what Thailand does. If they want your money, they nickel and dime you to death. All right, let's see. What is this here? Oh, all right. Let me give you some good news. Thailand captivates the world in Lonely Planets 2025 Best in Travel, naming Chiang Mai a top global city. 30 destinations. Now, let me see if I can find out. It doesn't even tell me all the destinations. What's going on here? Beyond Chiang Mai's accolade, Thailand garnered recognition in 3 additional categories. Samut Songkram's Taka floating market was named the best market. Trang Sunset Beach secured a spot in the best beaches, in Bangkok's dynamic nightlife was lauded for offering the best drag shows. See, I don't care about that. You can, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care about, oh, Thailand's got the best drag show in the world. Yeah, big deal. What does that matter? I like to see that it's the best in the world and it actually is the best in the world. And these uh these lists are they're very iffy. So, let me see here. Yeah, here we go. This is one of the top 25 places. Chiang Mai is one of the top 25 places to go. And okay, I understand that. And I love Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai is a great place. I just don't like the burning. Let's see here. Bangso in Bulgaria, Osaka in Japan, Edmonton in Canada, Cameroon, Lithuania, and Fiji get nods as country destinations, and Chiriquí in Panama and Valais in Singapore, Switzerland, rather, were all classed as regions with Riz. For cities, number one on the list this year is Toulouse, France. Perfect place, perfect addition to travel to add to your travel itinerary around France. Okay. God. This is the thing. The new book has come out by Lonely Planet. It's the 15th edition of its best-selling Best in Travel book. The northern city of Chiang Mai weaves into Lonely Planet's local flavors travel trend. Whether you're a seasoned food traveler or just curious and eager to taste, there is a culinary landscape there that is just fresh and new and exciting. Let's see here. In England, the region of East Anglia is unexplored even by domestic tourists. It's a sampling platter of old England with villages and unexpected art towns against a coastline that's studded with beaches and bird reserves. Okay, I'm not excited about that. I don't know about you guys. For some reason, Turkey does not excite me. Maybe it's all the women walking around with their burqas on and that kind of stuff. I don't know. Okay, best in travel. Let's see here. Uh, wow, number one for the country is Cameroon. Cameroon, Lithuania, Fiji, Laos, Kazakhstan, Paraguay, Trinidad and Tobago, Vanuatu, Slovakia, Armenia. Ugh, that's a horrible list, if you ask me. I mean, honestly, the best in travel. Let's see here. Number one is Toulouse, France. Then it's Pondicherry, India. Bansko, Bulgaria. Number four is Chiang Mai, Thailand. Then it's Genoa, Italy. Pittsburgh, USA. Osaka, Japan. Curitiba, Brazil. Palma de Mallorca, Spain. And then Edmonton, Canada. I just don't know how they get these lists. Some trends that are showing in their book: train hopping. I don't know what's the difference with train hopping and just taking a train, because then I don't have to worry about getting booted off or losing my leg. Uh, Another trend: taking it easy. Following the music, extreme bird watching. I'm not into birds, man. I mean, I like eagles and hawks and stuff like that, but that's about it. Marvelous markets. What a drag. Oh, they've got to put that, they got to be inclusive. Underrated parks. Okay, that's a good one. Local flavors. That's always a good one. Arboreal adventures. Okay. Best beaches. Now, I like best beaches. Obviously, it's subject to the places that you've been, or the places that a lot of people have been. Yeah, I like owls also. I like some birds, but I don't really feel the need. They got these, what are those birds called in, let me see here. What are they called? Not kingfishers. What the hell are they called? Hang on. I'll tell you. Sandpiper, Asian brown flycatcher. No, 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 no. Common red shank. No. What is that? Excuse me. Let's see here. Excuse me. Jesus Christ. I don't remember what it is, but it's it's almost like a toucan or something like that. Let me see if I can see here. I'm trying to find it, and I don't. I mean, I was in Koh Chang. Uh, this is well, I've been to Koh Chang in the east many times, but I've been to Koh Chang in the south, and it's been a number of years since I've been there. But they had this bird there, which I've been trying to find. Um, let's see here. Egret, kingfisher, blah 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 blah. Swallow, heron. No, I don't see it. I don't know why they don't have it. It's a big bird. No, of course it's not an emu. Oh God. Let me see here. The most common birds. I don't want to take too much time on this, but it's a big bird it's on Koh Chang in the south, and it's a pretty common bird, but they're not like real close where you can see them. You need a long lens, or you need a pair of binoculars or whatever like that. But I don't know the name of it, and I wish I did. Um, it's not an egret or anything like that. It's in the trees most of the time. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, sorry. Maybe I'll think of it shortly. All right, let me see here. No, not hummingbirds, not kookaburra. Lack of TT exchanges. You mean where you exchange money? Is that what you're talking about? Listen, if you're just talking about exchanging money in Chiang Mai, there are super riches everywhere. Oh, hey, Mr. Mitch, how you doing? A super rich gives you a good exchange rate, and then if you're smart, you use Wise. You get a good rate on that, and their fees are very, very reasonable. So if you transfer over a bunch of money, then that depends on if you got a bank account here or whatever. But anyway, let's see. You need to walk far to find a 7-Eleven too. No family. What, dude? I don't think you know what you're talking about. Honestly, plenty of 7-Elevens, and I dare say there's Family Marts, there's Circle K's, there's all kinds of places in Chiang Mai. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but in Chiang Mai, there are plenty of them there. I've been to Chiang Mai probably 20 times. Down like cheeseburgers, kookaburra, no. Hummingbirds, no. Cocos, no. Follow my nose, it always knows. Yeah. It's like a toucan, but it's not. I don't know what it is. Emu, ostrich. Come on, they don't even have those here. Sammy, how you doing? Best dad in Asia, thank you. Albatross, no. Got some woodpeckers near me. They do have woodpeckers here, but that's not what I'm talking about. Greetings, fellow men of culture. Well, some of us have culture here. Like the dodo bird, but I need the time machine. Okay, smash the like button. Very good. Mr. Mitch, hey, Scott, good to see you. I'm in the States for 2 more days. Oh, my God. Charles Akana. Wow. What's happening, buddy? What is this? Who will? What? I can't see this. When I pull 20,000 baht right now from my bank account, it's $602. That sounds about right. But I would say, I mean, I don't have a problem with super rich. And, if you're going to quibble about that with the exchange rate, then you don't need to be coming here. You don't need to quibble about a tiny little bit of money. I mean, you're only talking about, I don't know what let's see here. Yeah, super rich is the best. That's what it says here. I'm looking here. Uh, Now, I don't know. This is a long time ago. It says you don't know what the rate is, but for TT exchange, yeah, I just think you get better rate in from super rich. But the thing is that you can say, "Oh my God, I've got to go to TT exchange." It's not like you're saving a bundle of money. You're not. You're not saving a bunch of money. You transfer $2,000 over here, or you exchange $2,000. You're not saving a whole bunch of money. Maybe you save $5. Okay, but in the big picture, it's not much. Mr. Mitch, how's everything going? Charles, how's things going there in Hawaii? Are you coming back to Thailand? Yeah, well, that's too cheap, honestly. If you're worried about the exchange rate you get as a tourist when you come here, and you're really worried about, an extra, 10 points, not 10 points, but like, if it's 35 at super rich and it's 35.04 at TT exchange, well, then you should not be here. Super rich is great. Oh yeah, Vietnam was fun. It was a lot of fun, and I have some videos. I'm working on one right now from about the tailor. We've got my wife and I a little. This is, I think, for the members. We have the wife and I having some our dinner out on my birthday. Very nice dinner, and yeah, we have that, and then what's the other one? Oh, I have the French Village, and then I have some other one about food and coffee shops and other shit. But I've got to edit all this stuff. So yeah, it's definitely not me, and it's definitely not most other people. It's you. Uh, uh, I don't understand what the problem is. It's very easy to simply go, okay, I'm not going to worry about this small amount. Oh, you may not even save anything. You may actually get a worse rate than super rich or at wise. So I don't understand it, but whatever. I don't want to talk about it. All right, let's get going here. Let's get through this stuff. I got a bunch of news I got to get into, and um, that's what's important. That is what's important. Now, what is this here? Oh, the dark side of young and rich Thai influencers. Nutty goes to jail. Nutty is the Nuttaman Kongjak, or Nutty, a 31-year-old YouTuber. Let's see here. She's a YouTuber. Well, hopefully I can get through this. What's going on? Yeah, all right, let's see here. Let me get on to something else here. Oh, this is the oh yeah, what is this here? Oh my god, everything is going tits up right now. Here we go. Jesus Christ. Let me get to another one. All right. Thai baht to US dollar may face resistance at 33.85. Next resistance level around 34 if depreciation continues. Okay, so right now we're at 33.67, as I said. So the bot is slightly weaker. The bot has shown a sideways up movement, fluctuating between 33.61 and 33.74 as the US dollar strengthens once again, spurred by recent US economic data such as October's PMI indices and initial jobless claims, both of which outperformed expectations. Additionally, as the US dollar and 10-year bond yields climb, gold prices dropped by nearly $20 an ounce, adding to downward pressure on the baht. Very good. However, a slight dollar softening allowed gold to rebound to around $2,730 to $2,740 an ounce to help stabilize the baht's depreciation. Kung Tai expects the bot range to hold at between 33.60 and 33.80. I'm hoping it goes above 34 and it starts getting to like 34.3. That's what I'm hoping, but I don't know if that'll happen. So you have to keep an eye on if you're an expat here, or if you plan on coming over here, you need to keep an eye on the Thai baht and on your own money, whatever that might be, your own currency. All right, let's see here. If I can get back to this, I don't know what's happened with this nutty thing here. Nutty is a little too nutty for the stream. Pattaya tourist police prepare safety measures for tourists during high season in Thailand. I'm curious to know why they don't prepare safety measures year round. I mean, it always seems to me that Pattaya is the place where people get money stolen, goods stolen, people get beat up. All these things are happening. Now, maybe it's just because that's all the news wants to report is things like that. But apparently, there's going to be uh, some changes made. And the tourist police, along with Thai and international tourist police volunteers, will be responsible for maintaining security for international visitors, especially at busy tourist areas like Walking Street. He added that foreign volunteers who speak a combined 13 languages. I'm impressed. Not really. Along with over 400 trained security personnel from local businesses and convenience stores, will help report any incidents to prevent violence and support officials in case of emergencies. Additionally, AI-powered CCTV cameras will be used to prevent crimes. Pattaya, as a top tourist destination, is fully prepared to keep visitors safe during the high season. Tourists can feel confident and enjoy their stay in Pattaya and Thailand because this is our reputation we're speaking of. Now, it doesn't say that, but it often does. We don't want the reputation of Pattaya to suffer. I mean, who are they kidding? All right, let me see here. Now it finally got nutty back. Um, she's the latest social media celebrity. I mean, she's a pretty girl, and I'm sure that had something to do with her following. And then she puts on the whole Thai thing where she's very super polite. Oh, ka, oh, sawati ka, oh, that kind of stuff. And she smiles when she's supposed to smile. And I've never seen her, but that's probably what she does. She allegedly deceived over 6,000 victims through a stock trading scheme, causing damages worth more than 2 billion baht. That's $60 million. She and her mother, age 68, were issued arrest warrants by the criminal court on September 12, 2022, on charges of public fraud and entering false, distorted, or fraudulent information likely to cause damage to others or the public. Nutty alone had 13 arrest warrants for the same charges, while her mother had 2 warrants. Both fled to Indonesia in July through natural routes in southern Thailand, heading to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and then smuggling themselves by boat to Indonesia. I wonder if she really smuggled herself in there. They worked illegally as food. How did come they had to work if they had $60 million? As food delivery workers to make a living while hiding to avoid arrest by Indonesian police for illegal entry. On October 2nd, 2024, they were caught by Indonesian police in Dumai, Riau province on Sumatra Island and were extradited to Thailand October 25th. Wow. So apparently they're not going to get any bail because the court's worried that they will flee again if released temporarily. Let's see here. Oh, they're still looking for the female secretary to Nutty, and she is believed to be abroad. Nutty, identified in legal documents as Suchara, said her mother, formerly known as Saranya, but now going by Tania, once had wealth from running a karaoke business in Chiang Mai, earning 2 million baht, $60,000 monthly, and dreaming of saving tens of hundreds of millions. However, when she invested in stocks, the family faced financial problems. Oh, God. This is just, this is just ridiculous. She returned. She went, where did she go? Oh, she was suffering from stress and migraines. Mother took her daughter to escape to Pattaya. After saving over 2 million baht, they returned the money to the Malaysian tycoon. I guess they owed to him, and filed for divorce. Oh, she got married in Malaysia to a 48-year-old, and she was only 13. This is just this is what happens when you have the desire for so much money because you think that's what life is about. And there are many Thais like this. They think about money, 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 and they are just laser focused on money, but they don't think about what's right and what's wrong sometimes, some of them. It says she started accepting investments from others, claiming high returns like a 25% profit in 3 months or 35% in 12 months. People could apply through an application with minimum investments of 5,000 up to 5 million baht per bill, with no limit on the number of bills per person. This attracted many investors, making Nutty successful on social media. In April 2022, people began exposing on social media they were being deceived by Nutty. Her name is Nutty. God. More victims filed complaints, reaching 445 people with total damages over 2 billion baht. She was hunted during a time when Thailand was experiencing major fraud cases from direct sales business, the Icon Group. Oh my God, it's another involving CEO Boss Paul. Boss Paul. Boss Paul. Boss Paul. Oh, you know what, Boss Paul? Oh, Jesus Christ. And celebrities like Min Pichaya Watanamontri, a 35-year-old nationally famous actress, and Gun Kanta, Kantatavawan, a 38-year-old host and actor who all displayed luxurious lifestyles with watches and brand name goods while presenting images of building wealth through online businesses. But eventually, reality emerged. Similar to other fraud cases like Forex 3D, which evolved from Ponzi schemes and online gambling cases where celebrities and influencers with suspiciously wealthy and luxurious lifestyles are being held accountable. You know, hopefully, most people are not like this. Um, I think it's stupid. I really think it's so stupid. What's going on here? Oop. All right, what is this? What is this? I'm good to go. Thank you. It's been an odd trip because of my mom's funeral. I am so happy to be catching that freedom bird. No need for condolences. Thanks, everybody. Don't want to distract the chat. Don't worry about that, Mr. Mitch. I'm glad you're all right, and you're dealing with your mother. I do remember you telling us about that, but Dal, I am the shitty bot bus. I am shitty. The bot bus is 30 bot in Chiang Mai. I will be in Bangkok Terminal 21 Center Point on Tuesday. I was wondering if I can take you to lunch. I don't know. I got to think about what am I doing on Tuesday. There's something I'm doing, but it's either on Monday or I don't know if it's on Tuesday. But I will. I don't know how I can message you, maybe through Facebook or Instagram or something like that. But I would say probably, yeah, probably. Chances are good if I hit the 8 ball. Australia 22.36 to the bot. Australian dollar makes it hard for budget travelers. If it is Natty from Tim's News Network, then that is something. It's not Natty, it's Nutty. I've heard people also get their hearts stolen in Pattaya. Don't know what to tell you about that. Dallo, I'm an Aussie, so look with envy at those exchange rates others get. Yeah, there you go. Classic pyramid scheme. Yes, I have found that the juxtaposition of Thai religion and Thai culture confusing. Oh God. Sorry to hear that. All right, let's see here. Pattaya takes action against beach umbrella operators over tourist parking woes. I don't know what this is about. Today, I purposely did not read any of these articles just so that I would be completely surprised. Local authorities have ordered beach umbrella operators in North Pattaya to cease services for 15 days following complaints from tourists. On October 23rd. Over the recent holiday, it was reported that operators were turning away visitors by prohibiting them from parking their cars in the area unless they were customers. This practice is considered unacceptable and damaging to the image of Pattaya as a world-class tourist destination. Yeah. Um, I still think they have a ways to go before making Pattaya a world-class tourist destination for families. Officials urged operators to welcome tourists with smiles and hospitality during the peak travel season, emphasizing the importance of maintaining a positive atmosphere for visitors. The decision to suspend services aims to encourage better treatment of tourists and improve the overall experience in the city. You got me. You got me, man. When I talked to Bo about people wanting money to be able to sit down on a chair on the beach. And she goes, I never understood that. Why do you have to pay to go on a public beach? You bring your own chair. And I'm like, well, some places won't let you do that. And I didn't remember this, but Ted, my friend, he and I went to Cannes back in 2000, long time ago, for his movie. that he had put out. And I didn't know it at the time. I just found out this when we were in Vietnam. He said, that those chair vendors wanted $500 a chair for one day. $500. And I'm like, well, I guess I won't be sitting there. And we went on an MTV boat, like a big ship, right? We went on there for some party. We didn't know what it was. We just went because we heard of it and we were allowed to go and blah blah blah. And I just think, well, better on the boat where I can get on there for free than having to sit down for $500. That's just crazy, man. You know, Pattaya is a world-class family holiday destination. Yes, well, that's what I say. I don't get it. I really don't. I don't understand. Are they that stupid that they really think that tourists are running to Pattaya because the beaches are so beautiful and the ocean is so lovely and there's so many things to do? You know, when my kids were first born, I said, you know what? No matter what, here we go. No matter what, I don't want my kids going there because I don't want them to be around all these people on the beach, all these, hey, what your name? Hey, where you come from? And my kids are, half Thai. And I didn't want them to go around the girl. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, and the girl's trying to corrupt my kids. I was like, no, 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 no. I don't need that. You want to corrupt me? That's one thing. I understand that. But they like the little kids. And I don't mean like little like 4 or 5 years old. I mean they like to see the teenagers and play with them and stuff like that. I don't mean it in a bad way. But still, that's too much. Keep my kids away from that shit. I remember. I'll tell you a little story about Pattaya, and maybe some of you guys remember it. I'm riding along, and this is just in the last couple of years, 2 years maybe. I don't know if I was going to see Pattaya Bob or what I was doing, but I had. Oh no, no, no! It was I was staying with Carnivore Chronicles, Jono, and Two Quarters Korean in a house for a couple of days in Pattaya. I went there to stay there, and very nice place, big place. So I forget what I was doing, but I got a motorcycle down to the beach or whatever, and then I had to go somewhere, and then I was taking a bot bus. So I started taking the bot bus, and all of a sudden, like 6, 7 people get onto the bot bus, and I noticed there's this chick there, and it wasn't like she was the wife of the foreigner or something like. No, she was a hoe, and she was a straight up hoe. You knew when you saw her, you went, "Oh, she's a hoe." Now that's not usually a problem for me. I just kept it myself. And then there was a Japanese guy sitting next to her, and so she started talking to him. She's trying to play her little friendly bullshit game. Oh, how long you stay in Pattaya? Oh, or maybe I go swimming with you. And the guy was like, going, maybe, maybe. He was just like, hmm. And after a couple minutes, he just went, no, I don't think so. He told her, no, 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 I go alone. I go alone. So when he got off at his stop, he ran in alone, by himself. He was a golfing guy. So it was just me and her left on the bot bus that was going near to where I was staying. It was like right down the street. And then I had to walk I don't know, 200 feet to where the house was. So I'm in the bot bus. We're riding along, and I don't say anything. I don't look at her. I don't want to get started with her. And she's like, I don't remember what she said, but it was something like, hey, where you go? Or what you doing? How long you stay in Pattaya? And then I started speaking in Thai to her because I was just like, fuck this. I want her to know straight up, I don't need to, I'm not playing this shit. And she started going, maybe you go with me. And I said, I don't think my wife would like that, which is what I always say. I don't think my wife would take too kindly to that. She wouldn't like it very much. Oh, never mind. No problem. I'm like, it's a problem. It's a problem for me because I don't want to go with you. And I just remember that and, her being kind of pushy about it. And she was like, what's your problem? And I was like, I don't have a problem. I got a wife. The fuck don't you understand? I don't want to be with you. And I was just like, ugh. And that's why I don't particularly like Patia. Now, I know I can stay away from those types sometimes. Sometimes you can't. Like in that particular instance, I wasn't away from her, and there were things that happened, right? But sometimes you want to stay away from them. You don't even want to have to think about it. All right, let's get back to this news thing here. Mu Dang creates history at Khao Kiao uh, Open Zoo, drawing unprecedented crowds in 46 years. I saw some shirts yesterday with Mu Dang on them. Mu Dang is the baby hippo that was born in Chonburi. And all these people are going nuts over this pygmy hippo. It says here, in the zoo's 46-year history, no animal has ever captured the public's attention like Mu Dang. Now, what I don't understand is if you know anything about hippos, it might be cute, but I would say give it a little bit of time. And if you start messing with that hippo will bite you in half. Or maybe her mother will. But I don't get it because I went to the Dusit Zoo many years ago, and I've been to other zoos and other places. And I've been around hippos a little bit, a little. But I remember going to the Dusit Zoo with my mother, my sister, her kids, my wife, my kids. We all went to the zoo. And there was a big hippo. And what I remember is the hippo shitting all over the place and twirling its tail. And the place stunk. It was foul, man. It stunk like shit and piss and hippo food and everything else. And it's what hippos do. I understand it. I didn't think to myself, these are terrible creatures. No, I just thought, God, these things are nasty. They're nasty. They are filthy. They're nasty. They stink. And here's all these people because they're away from this animal. They're going nuts over this Mu Dang creature. And I don't get it. I mean, I guess it's something to do. Oh, I want to go look at Mu Dang today. I, I don't know. And I saw the Mu Dang picture. I saw Mu Dang on a couple of shirts yesterday. I'm walking down the street and they got shirts on the left side of the sidewalk. And I look over and there's like 10 different t-shirts of Mu Dang. And I'm like, do I want to walk around with a hippo on my shirt? Do I really want to buy my kid a t-shirt that has a hippo on it? No, I don't. I mean, there are other shirts that I would much rather have on than one of a chubby little hippo who they purposely make it cartoonish to look like a cuter, like it's such a sweet hippo. Hippos are not sweet creatures. This is what I don't get. They are not the creatures that everybody thinks they are. They'll bite you in half. They won't even think anything about it. They'll bite you in half and leave you floating in the river. That's what they'll do. Unbelievable. All right, what is this? This is the. All right, so I talked about the 300 baht tourism. What is it? Traveler's tax. The thing is, it's going to take about 6 months to implement. I want to make sure that it says new electronic travel authorization system coming soon with a 300 baht tourism levy and insurance. Tourist insurance plan for all visitors agreed by cabinet, scotched again by top ministry officials for stopgap measure. So they still are not sure about this thing. They just don't know. It's like getting a new puppy for Christmas. Unfortunately, they grow up into dogs. Well, it's like buying a little tiny crocodile that's about 6 inches long and keeping it in your bathtub, and then in 6 months you're like, holy shit. And no, I never got hit, but I know enough about animals to know that people, what do they call it when you put a, let me see here, put a humans attributes to animals. What's it called? Anthropomorphism is the attribution of human characteristics or behavior to non-human entities, including animals. Now, that's what they're doing to this thing. They make it, oh, he's so cute, he's so sweet. Oh, he's lovely, she's so lovely. Oh. And I don't know, I don't think hippos are lovely. Ever. I just don't think they are. They're not lovely. They're stinky. It's like thinking that all monkeys are cute. They're not all cute. First of all, some of them are vicious. Some of them will rip you apart. Some of them, like those little macaques, are devious little creatures. And it's funny because I have some videos. Let me see here if I found it here. I need to get my act together with the streaming because eventually I'm going to. But, I found some footage the other day. And let me see if this is it. If it's what I'm talking about here. Well, what is this? Oh, it was of Alex on the temple in, I think it's in Hua Hin, and it's a monkey temple, and that was where Nicholas was going up, and the monkey snatched the water out of his pocket and it freaked him out, and he's right on the edge of the cliff, and he was like, oh, 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 oh. He was tripping out, and then the monkey ran away. What are the monkeys at that preserve in Bali? I don't know. I don't know. Did I go there? I don't know. Let me see. Sacred Monkey Forest Sanctuary. Yeah, I don't want to go there. 1,260 long-tailed macaques who are considered sacred by the Balinese people. They ain't sacred to me. I mean, listen, I like chimpanzees. I like gorillas. I don't mind macaques as long as they're not in my neighborhood. I don't want to go to their neighborhood. I don't want them to come to my neighborhood. Snakes and water monitors aren't cute, and they're everywhere in Thailand. Well, monitor lizards, I'm sorry, they are nasty. And snakes, you just have to be careful about snakes. I'm not scared of snakes. I'm not scared of monitor lizards, but I have an appreciation for them, and you need to be cautious with them. Because if you just happen to see a snake and you go, oh, look at the pretty green snake, and you grab him and he bites your wrist, you might just be dead. Depends on what kind of snake it is. What do you want? What? Hey, let's see if he comes back in here. No, he's walking away. He's on the prowl. I think he wants to go out because my wife always, this is the thing. Nancy, the Siamese, never wants to go outside, ever. I think it's scared shitless to go outside because when it was a little kitten, it was right in front of our house in the planter. And all the cars are going by, they're loud, and that thing was probably just scared shitless. She does not want to go outside. Now, uh, Sid always wants to go outside. Well, I mean, a couple times a day. In the morning, my wife lets him out. And he goes out, and what he does is he goes in the back, he goes under the water tank, and he goes and sits there. He just chills out. And then when he's ready, he comes back, he goes to the door, he scratches on the door. If my wife is working, she lets him in. If she's not working, one of us lets him in. So he goes out, Nancy never goes out. I don't think my wife will be going to see the monkeys in Bali. Um, we went to Bali and we didn't go see the monkeys. There's no way. I wouldn't do it. All right, what is this? Winter in Thailand officially begins on Tuesday. So there you go. Thailand is approaching the cool season with the average lowest temperature expected to be 16 to 18 degrees Celsius and 14 degrees to 16 degrees Celsius in nearby provinces. The cool season in Thailand will officially begin on Tuesday, about 2 weeks later than the historical average, and will end in late February, said Sukanyani Yawin Chan, the department's acting director general. The season's arrival is characterized by consistently lower temperature in upper Thailand, dropping below 23 Celsius, accompanied by a drop in rainfall. Rainfall this year has been extremely high. Let's see here. In Bangkok, low temperatures are expected to fall between 16 to 18 Celsius, while surrounding provinces may experience temperatures around 14 to 16 Celsius. I don't know if that's right. That's pretty cold. In the southern region, cool weather is expected in some areas, primarily in the upper part, along with the heavy rainfall. Winds in the Gulf of Thailand will be strong, with wave heights reaching 2 to 3 meters. That's okay. It's not great. Well, waves in the Andaman Sea can be up to 2 meters. That's a meter to 2 meter is not that high, honestly. It's high enough where you can go surfing, you can go boogie boarding. Now, when it gets to 3 meters, 4 meters, that's when it starts getting big. Between November and December, tropical cyclones may approach or move through the Gulf of Thailand and the southern region, potentially bringing heavy to very heavy rainfall to many areas. Heavy rainfall is predicted today here in Bangkok. Public is urged to closely monitor meteorological department announcements. Meanwhile, in Bangkok, dust particle levels exceeded standard values at 36 monitoring stations on Friday, with the highest concentration recorded in Nong Kham district, according to the Center for Air Pollution Mitigation. Now, I can tell you that it was about 156 the other day. And right now it's 50 something, 52, 54, and rising. Supposedly more rain and gusty winds in some areas in the north, northeastern, central, and eastern Thailand. Provinces expected to see heavy to very heavy rainfall include Nakhon Phanom, Mukdahan, Amnat Charan, Uban Ratchathani, Sakeo, Chantaburi, Trat, Phang Nga, Phuket, Trang, and Satun. Bangkok may also experience rain, which could help alleviate the dust situation after Sunday. So there you go. Let me see this. What is this? Wondering if it'll snow this winter in Thailand. I don't think so, but you know what? You never know. Especially, Dallo is questioning it. So, you know, somehow it's doubtful. Anyway, retirement age to go up to 65. Now, some companies will force retirement at 55. Some will force retirement at 60, and others at 62. Now it's saying the labor ministry plans to raise the retirement age for both private and government sectors to 65 years, the same as in Singapore and Switzerland, said Minister Pipat Ratchakitpakan. Mr. Peapot said on Friday that the idea of extending the retirement age was attributed to today's improvement in health and medical advances. According to him, the ministry also plans to amend the Social Security Act and expand the Social Security benefit to cover 2 million migrant workers, including those from Myanmar, Laos, and Cambodia, he said. I don't know why. Self-employed individuals and workers in industries currently exempt from the Social Security system are now being registered with the system under the amended law. They include taxi drivers, delivery riders, agricultural workers, domestic workers, and hawkers. I find it interesting that they want to make things more available for all these people, and yet supposedly they never have any money. Well, we've got to charge the foreigner more for this. We've got to charge the foreigner more for that. We've got to raise the taxes. We've got to do this. We've got to do that. Yet they don't have enough money. They don't give shit to their people for Social Security. It's ridiculous what they give people here. In addition, there is a proposal to increase the fund contributions from employers and employees by 2% each, with the government contributing 2.5%. Total contribution of all three parts would increase by 6.25%. Let me see something here. God damn it. Again, it did this? Okay. Let's see here. If I can tell you. Holy sheep shit. All employees are required to contribute to a Social Security fund an equal amount to 5% of their salary, up to a maximum contribution of 750 baht per month. Employers and the government are also required to contribute an equal amount. Let's see here. What is the most Social Security? This is Social Security in America. Let's see here. You ask them how much that you get for Social Security, and they have how much do you contribute. I put how much does Social Security pay in Thailand? Very simple question. Let me see something here. Yeah, it's always all employers are required to contribute to a Social Security fund from an amount equal to 5% of their salary. It doesn't tell you what you get. I want to see what it is, though. Unbelievable. But I hear all the time it's 500 baht or something like that. I do believe you can get more than that, but it's something like 1,500 baht is the most that you can get, something like that. Here we go. Well, you do get. Let's see here. You do get free health care. free medical care, according to the hospital specified. Childbirth at 15,000 baht per child, which is not that much, honestly. Maternity leave allowance of 50% of salary, free dental treatment of 900 baht each year, that's like for a cleaning. Child allowance of 800 baht a month. Unemployment compensation, okay. Disability compensation, retirement at age 55. Death allowance and funeral expenses is of 50,000, but it does not say how much you get, which is interesting. I'm still trying to find it. Let's see here. Yeah, it just doesn't tell me. Let's see here. It tells me the valuation, dependency, blah, 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 blah. But I don't see anything giving me the amount. Crazy. Okay, this is the Social Security contribution. Minimum salary to be calculated is 1,650 baht. Maximum is 15,000. That's pretty crazy. Let's see here. I'm not talking about all these other. I'm talking about money. Doesn't even tell me here. Unbelievable. I don't want to look at that. Let me see. This English? Yeah, English. Huh. I'd have to look into this a little bit more. Anyway, all right. Let me see something here. Hey, Carlos, how you doing? The the increase the retirement age here to 67. Wow. Well, it's coming, man. It's coming. Now, a good thing. Sorry, but I got to tell you this. Donald Trump has a plan to end double taxation, and that plan is backed by Democrats. Americans living abroad are legally required to file tax returns with the Internal Revenue Service, as well as pay taxes to the country in which they are living and working. Critics argue this sometimes leads to double taxation of Americans living abroad, despite provisions in the tax code aimed at preventing that from occurring. Well, it's not supposed to occur. No matter where you are, your voice can make a difference. Blah, 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 blah. I support the ending of double taxation of overseas Americans. His proposal is aimed at appealing to Americans living abroad, but has not said exactly what he meant by ending double taxation, and his campaign has not offered more details about how he plans to do so. He touted economic proposals aimed at reducing taxes for many Americans, including a separate idea to eliminate taxes on tips. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. I don't know what it translates into financially, but I've had plenty of friends who worked. My one friend worked in a high end restaurant, and he always had to pay tax on his tips, and he hated it. Who's gonna love it? Americans living abroad have long advocated for the U.S. to switch to a residence based tax system. Thank you very much. Which would allow them to pay taxes only to the country they are living and earning their income. Many other countries use a residence based tax system. Ending double taxation has bipartisan support among Americans living overseas, with both Democrat and Republican groups supporting plans to do so. Okay. So I like that. I think we like that. Dallo, how's it hanging? Hanging the older I get. Yeah. Hey man, times change. Anyway, so retirement's going up to 65 supposedly here in Thailand. We'll see if that happens. And that's another thing. We'll see. We'll see if it happens. Hanging normal. Oh, we see here. What do we got? Okay. Maternity leaves, blah, blah, blah. All right. I don't want to talk about this. Let's not talk about this. That's the Social Security. Think about taking a trip to Pattaya in December. Hmm. I don't know what to say. Why not? Your situation's a bit different than a lot of people. Um, you know, who are going there to hang out in the bars and to go party and all that other kind of stuff. You're in a different situation, which is, honestly, um, I went to Pattaya with my wife a couple of times, and I went with my kids a couple of times. Once when they were little, and once when they were a little bit older. And we were nowhere near Walking Street, nowhere near Beach Road, nowhere near any of that stuff, and it was nice. You know. Good morning, Cyrus. How you doing? I'm just about out now. I had about a kilo and a half of coffee, and I had a little bit of Hawaiian coffee left. And in fact, hang on a second. Ah, oh, Jesus. That is all the coffee that I have left right now from a kilo and a half. I had some coffee from you, Cyrus, and I had some coffee from Daniel. And now I just have this, which is one, two, maybe 6 cups of coffee, 5 or 6 cups of coffee, and that's it. So gone through it, man. You know. Anyway, I think on Tuesday I'm gonna have the little chat about some guys they don't. I mean, I know a lot of guys they don't want a woman. I'm not talking about MGTOW guys. I'm talking about guys who they're here and they're single and they're older and they've already been there, done that. They've had kids. They just don't want a woman. Or they're older, they're 65, 60, 70, whatever they are, 51, and they can't see themselves being with somebody who's like 45 years old, 50 years old. They don't want that. They don't want some, saggy titted, you know, 50-year-old chick. Thank you very much there, Dallo. I can use some coffee. I'm gonna have to buy some in the next couple of days for sure. And usually when I buy it, I get it at Pacamara now. I get my stuff at Pacamara. It's really good coffee, but you know, that's the thing. Who is this is I asked the question the other day. I said, "Listen, would you if you had the option to be with a regular girl or be with a girl who was on OnlyFans, would you be with the girl on OnlyFans?" And I think Robert at first he said yes, he would. And I started talking about some of the negatives, and uh, and I said no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I don't care. I don't care what she looks like. Because you know what? Here's what I've learned over the years. One thing I have learned. You can get a girl, she's 20, 25 years old. You look at her and you go, oh my God, this girl is an angel. Oh, she's so beautiful. And then she pops out a kid. Now, if they pop out a kid and they're 17, 18, 20, something like that, usually after one kid, no, I'm not gonna. I don't want to go down there. I've already done that stuff. So, and I know I could show it on YouTube and all that, but I have no desire to get involved with that, be around those masses of people. Not going to happen. Not going to do it. Anyway, you know, thinking about this again, why would I do that? Because when they're 20 or 25, you look at them and you go, oh my God, she's awesome. So beautiful. Now, unfortunately, you're probably 25, 26, 27, 28 at the time you meet her, and you don't have most people don't have the mind development where they're thinking, this chick is not good for me. No way. Most are just thinking, I got to get me some of that. And then when they do get it, they're like, I got to keep me that. Oh, yeah, she's awesome. But they don't think about is that the little 22-year-old that they're banging when maybe they're 24. In another 10 years after she's popped out 2 kids, after she's grown older, she's not going to be the same woman. That's just the truth. I don't care how many kids she has, especially if she's a little bit older and she has a kid. Most of the time, their body loses a little something. My wife, the first kid, I couldn't even tell that she had, a baby. I was like, holy shit. And after the second one, I couldn't really tell, but I could tell a little bit. There were some little changes in her. Now I know, but she's almost 50, so I understand that. But I've grown old with her. But to like be 65 and to grab a 60-year-old, woo, she's a hot 60-year-old mama. No, I can't. Not gonna do it. And most guys I know, they can't do it either. They just won't do it. They just don't. And you can understand why. Men and women are different. Maybe the woman would be like, oh yes, he's such a handsome guy, and he's a little older, and he's got a bit of a gut, and his ass sags a little bit, but it's okay because I love him. You know, that's how it is. But with the guys are still, listen, most guys in their 50s or 60s are still thinking, I want something that looks good. I don't want her to be, all shriveled up and, she's had, and I don't get this. I saw, what was it? I saw something about a guy. Some guy he's on YouTube and he's some guy who thinks he's hot shit. He was in prison and he thinks he's hot shit. He's like, look at me. I'm so big and I'm so this, I'm so that, which makes him a dick anyway. Right. I mean, you don't have to be spouting that off, but he's like, oh yeah, man, you wish you were me. And then they said, oh yeah, he's got his girlfriend. She's got 3 kids from another guy. And okay, I can understand it, but don't think that you're better than everybody else because you ain't. And especially if she's got 3 different baby mamas, daddies, yeah, baby daddies, or whatever it is. If she's got 3 different men, she had 3 kids or 4 kids from different men. It's just your turn. That's all it is. So, I think if you were to be young and you were to come to me and say, what advice would you give me? I would say, listen, if you're a young guy and you really want to get involved with somebody who has like 1 kid, 2, 3 kids, no. You want to get involved with somebody who has 1 kid, you better think long and hard about it because it ain't your kid. Now, if they don't have a kid, well, obviously that makes them, they're free and clear, right? And a Thai girl told me something once. She said, I would never go after you. I said, why is that? What's the matter? And she goes, oh, nothing's the matter. I said, oh, really? And she goes, no, but you're married and you have 2 kids. I want my own family. I don't want your family. And that pretty much puts it in perspective. Socks. Some other, yes, some other, yeah, I'm not going to say that word. I would have said this word a couple years ago, but you know what? I'm not going to be that guy. I'm not going to be saying that word. I can say it in my own house when I'm alone or with I have my friends over, but I don't want to say it online. People might think I'm a misogynist, which I am not. But I'm not one of these guys either that, uh, the woman's going, honey, you're going to do the dishes and you're going to do the laundry and you're going to pick up the clothes. You're going to do all these things for me because I'm tired. Say what? Maybe I would do them because I want to do them, but I'm not going to do it because I have to do them. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we can talk a little bit about that. We can talk a little bit about, yeah, I don't want to be a simp. Who wants to be a simp? And that's what a lot of these guys are nowadays. The women have got them convinced that they need to be a certain way. They can do certain things. It's just, it surprises me at how some men are. And, like the thing is with guys coming over here, it's not rocket science. I am not a genius when it comes to women. It's not like, oh, Scotty used to have all these women before he was married. Well, I did a little bit, but I had some women, but there were times when I didn't have any. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, you know, do you want to be under the thumb of someone else? Do you want them to be able, okay, go here and go there? You need to do this. And then when you're done, go over there and do this and do that. And you got too many things on the honeydew list. I don't mind it if they go, honey, would you, clean out the sink or something? The sink isn't working. The garbage disposal isn't working. Can you think you can get that work? Sure, hon. I'll give it a go as soon as I can. All right. I don't have a problem doing that. But if it was like, honey, can you do the laundry today? All of our laundry? No, I don't like that. Guys, wake up and realize you are the prize. Exactly. This is why I'm single. I will put her in her place because I do what I want when I want, period. Yeah, but you're like what, 48? 40. If you're 48 and you've been single all your life, 53. Now you've been single all your life or were you married? Just curious. Asking for a friend. Oh God. No, I have a kid, never married though. Oh, well, you got responsibilities then. Oh, maybe you don't now because your kid might be older, but let's see here. Well, my daughter is 31. Yeah, so you don't have to worry. At this point, you really, she's on her own, right? So that's a good thing, I guess. Well, this is what I'm saying is got really I've met guys from about I'd say 45 to 50 and over. And most of them that are here are like, I don't want anybody. I don't need anybody. And I'm like, yeah, okay. So like you don't miss having companionship. I go out with my buddies, I go out alone. Once in a while I have some chick that I go out with and they don't want anything either. They just want to go out, have a good time, maybe, once in a while, spend the night, have a little fun. And that's what I see. That's what my own experience is here from having interacted with guys, a lot of guys over the years who are say 50 and over, 45 and over. And like I said, if I was single now, oh God, it would take a lot for me to get involved again. It would really take a lot, you know. I mean, I understand maybe you want to get your weasel greased. You want to have a little fun. That's I understand that. But up to a certain point, maybe you get to be 67 years old. I'm 62 and I still want it. But um if you're like 70, 80 and you're kind of like, yeah, it ain't important to me anymore. I understand. But for a guy who's 45 or 50, I would think, so what are you going to do? You're just going to bang horse for the rest of your life? I mean, maybe that's the answer. I don't know. It's really up to the person. That's the thing. It's up to you, man. If you can do it, I know guys uh, who are perfectly okay with once a week, once every 2 weeks. They go out, they hook up with some chick, that's it's pay for play. They go back, they have their fun, they pay them, boom, the girl's gone. They don't have any problems in their life related to uh, women. I'm 51 years old and banging some chick is not as important as it once was when I was younger. Tang is Tang, been there and done that. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. As you get a little older, and I'm saying 45 to 50, is when you start noticing, well, it's not as quite as important as before. Once you hit 60, you start going, maybe I don't need to do it every single day, you know. Um, and, I can only imagine 70 or 80. God damn. I mean, when I get up, I have to, oh God, I have to stretch out a little bit. Um, and I'm 62 right now, right? So imagine in another 10 years, I might be getting up going, oh my God. And I'm laying down on the bed and I'm going, like, leave me alone. Don't touch me. My back hurts, my arm hurts, my this hurts, my that hurts. So your priorities change physically and otherwise, financially, physically, mentally. You want different things. For most guys, they want to get some, but it's not such a priority as, say, when they were 21. So, anyway, we'll talk about this a little more in the future on, I believe, on Tuesday. That would be good. Do me a favor. I haven't asked about this today. Do me a favor. If you like this stream, if you like the videos, smash the like button, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, go down below. Yeah, exactly. What I want most is peace. I don't want to hear, jackhammering and drilling and people, screaming. I don't want that. I want peace and quiet, man. Listen, maybe I hear the cat meow once in a while. Yeah, no, I understand that. I understand that. Oh God, Dallo. Yes, they sell it on the street. They sell it for men just like you. Imagine that. Um. So what was I saying? Oh, yeah. If you're on a TV and you can't see the description, you can help out in a variety of ways, but everything's down below in the description. The Cash App. You can become a sponsor on YouTube, Patreon, buy me a coffee. American in Bangkok merchandise. You can get one of my books, or you can go to Amazon. The link is down below. You can get something from Amazon. And you know what? And I don't get any money for this, but you can use that Wise link down below, and you can start making transfers with the Wise link. And Wise saves a bunch of money, man. I mean, it's a good deal. And you know what? Now I have where's my wallet at? It's behind me. I have my shit, man. I hope I have that goddamn number that my mother gave me. The PIN number for my card. Um, I have the card now, so sometimes I don't need it. Sometimes if I have money in my bank in the United States and I want to pay for something, I just pay for it right with the card. I don't have to transfer it. I don't have to do anything, And then if I need cash, I just transfer some cash, you know. My friend is 63. Okay. How old are you, Dowlo? How much for the red and blue elephants on the shelf? Do I have red and blue elephants? Oh, these. Oh, I don't know. I think they're like $99 or something like that. I don't remember who gave me this. Oh, I guess my wife gave it to me. It's from a hotel. This is a prized possession of mine, and it's inexpensive, but it came from the fighter Chai Chionoi. Um, he was a fighter in the late 60s and early 70s. Great fighter. Oh shit, man! I had this thing on my neck. Great fighter, and he gave me that, and I've had it ever since. Um, yeah, all this stuff been given to me. Most of it. This, my wife, somebody at the gym. This is pretty cool because it's a candle. Oh, this is the thing that I got. I have not used this yet, but I want to use this very soon. It's got this is an espresso cup. I talked about this when I came back, but I have to show it again. And there's the little thing you put a candle in, put that on top of it. It keeps the espresso warm, but it also emits an odor that's supposed to be pretty good. So, ever wonder how the work hotel can to be? Hotel. The hotel. Yes, it's the hotel. Uh, well, they're there for a reason. Anyway, oh, that's Poisson. Poisson. Um, Let me see here if I can pull it up for you. They have a couple different kinds, like Hong Tai, which is pretty good. I'll send you the link. Let's see here. This is on Shopee. These things. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I'll give you the link here. Is that gonna work? No, it's not gonna work. It's too goddamn big. This one might work. I don't know. This is one. Let me see if this will go through. Yeah, that's one. But that's the one that's least a little bit less common. And then this one, I'll just give you an image page because it should be big enough or small enough to be able to fit in there. No, it's too goddamn. This fucking thing. Let me see here. Amazon. Oh, here we go. All right, this will work. Here we go. This is the one you're probably talking about right here. This one right here. In the Amazon one, that should pull it up. That's the one you're probably talking about. But they have all kinds of them. They have Cian Balm Oil, Poisson Pim San. What is it called? San what? That's pretty cool. They have it in like a liquid. Poisson Pim San Roll On. Yeah, see, like this. They have all kinds of these things. That's another one. Anyway, now you can clear your nose effectively. There you go. All righty. So thank you again. Thank you once again. Thank you for the contributions, guys. And thank you very much for helping me out and for watching this stream. On Tuesday, I think we're just gonna talk about women. You know why? Because I like talking about women, money, and travel, and being an expat. But those are my three favorite subjects. So anyway, thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Mitch. Hope you're doing good and will stay good and get over here and be good. Let me see something here. Yeah, have a safe trip back here and all that good stuff. Yes, it's always entertaining when you join the Malin Show, the Expat Experience. So, again, I'm going to say, how does this microphone sound? Does everything sound a little bit better than it did before? I'm going to ask that one more time. Let me just see here. Here is my microphone. It should sound very good. Hopefully. It's still on. There we go. Sounds okay. All right. Well, there's a point where the sound sounds like shit. Then it's okay. You hear a little rustling or whatever. And then if the sound is okay or good, that's usually enough, because the difference between this and something more high end, it's probably very little. Check, check, 1, 2, check, check, 1, 2, 3. There you go. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the baby penis mic. I don't know where I came up with that one from, but here you go. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyway, okay. Great show. Thanks for being here. And I will talk to you guys later. I am Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Yes, I'm back in Bangkok again. I'm still here. When am I ever going to get out of here? Sounds better on my collar. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's good. Um, yeah, I will see you guys on Tuesday. Have a good Sunday or a good weekend, whatever it is, if you're back in the States or wherever. And again, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Joke Leo Jerkin Mai, which means aloha, 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 Charles, which means good luck, and I will see you later. All righty.